you doing? My name's Dave, and if you're getting emails from Eventide, you can call me Daveypoo, the mobile music minstrel. How you doing? So today we're going to look at 3 recent releases by Eventide. Eventide MicroPitch, Eventide Blackhole, and Eventide UltraTap. These apps are incredible. They really are. They truly are. So the nice people at Eventide sent me an email and said, "Hey Dave, we like your videos. Would you like our apps?" And I said, "I would love your apps." And so we made an agreement. And so I'm doing this video, and I have to say, I'm really impressed by these apps. They're instantly good sounding right out of the box. So I'm going to talk quickly through what I've got set up here, because today's video is not about the setup as much as it's about the Eventide amazing apps. So here we go. I'm working in 8 Matrix as always, and from the top down, I've got Neo Soul Keys here. I'm running Neo Soul Keys into Eventide UltraTap. The Neo Soul Keys is being driven by Piano Roll, Atom Piano Roll, which is running into Step Polyarp. So I've got chords in Atom Piano Roll here playing, and they're being arped by Step Polyarp, and I've just got it set to random, so it's just kind of bouncing around the chord over 2 octaves, okay? And that is driving Neo Soul Keys. Then I've got Rosetta Cells is playing the bass. It's running in here, and it's running into iSem. I've got iSem running out into the new Jack's Stereo Tool plugin. It's a free plugin. You should go check it out. But I've also got that running into Eventide MicroPitch, and those are both sending to a mixer send receive here so that I could sum them up. I'm getting sort of a dry signal into the Stereo Tool plugin. What that does is it's just kind of widening the stereo spectrum of that sound a little bit, making it a little fuller. And then MicroPitch, you'll hear what that's doing. So that's on Matrix 1. On Matrix 2, I've got Factory by Sugar Bytes being driven by Atom Piano Roll. It's making a little melody here. And then that's running into, again, Eventide Blackhole Reverb, okay? And then I've got Xeon synth that I can play a little lead here. And then lastly, on Matrix 3, I've got FM Essential, and that's running into Perforator, and that's coming out through Eventide's Blackhole. It's being driven by Rosetta Cells here, driving FM Essentials. And then I've got Beat Hawk, which is running through Clevgrand's Degrader down here. That's running into Eventide's MicroPitch and out into Eventide's Blackhole. So everything is going through some sort of an Eventide effect. I've got externally here my Arturia Minilab Mark 1 keyboard that I'm playing with, and I've also got things mapped to my Korg Nano Control 2 faders so that I can control everything from the desktop and make it more like a performance. So let me show you what I've got going on here, and then I'll explain how I got there. All right? Here we go. So this is the groove that I've developed here. Let me talk through a little bit of what I've got going on. I'm gonna mute some of these things here. Okay, so I started out with the Rhodes coming through Neo Soul keys. Now, I picked Eventide UltraTap because I wanted to just see what it could do. I'd never used it before. I've had these apps for less than a week. And I plugged it in, and I had nothing but the dry Rhodes sound you hear now, and I chose the default patch, and this is what I got. I mean, come on, that's instantly awesome. And what I'm really impressed by is with both Eventide's UltraTap and Eventide's Blackhole, they just don't get in the way. It's amazing. They're these huge sounding apps, especially Blackhole for a reverb, but it doesn't get in the way of anything else. And I have no idea how they manage to do that, because I find like a lot of times reverbs can just get out of control, especially when you get a lot of them going on. And I don't feel like they're really that out of control here. Okay, so that's what I got from, that's what I started with. So here's UltraTap, okay? This thing is amazing. Like I said, this is just the default setting. You can see here, it's basically a delay, but it's not a traditional delay. You could probably set it up to do traditional delay things, but this is a specialized tool to do special effects with. And one of my favorite features of the whole thing is down here on the bottom, you've got this ribbon control where you can morph between two different settings. This setting here, and then you see as I move it across, you can hear the difference. So I'm going to put it back in the middle where it was. Okay. It's amazing. You can set it by, you press this end and you can map one end, and then you press this and you can map the other end. And then it just fades in between them. It's great. This isn't really a tutorial. I want to give you an idea of what the flavor of these apps is like, okay? Just a quick taste tester so you can hear them in a song context, okay? All right, so that was Neo Soul keys that I've got here. Now the second thing that I brought in, let's go back here, hold on. I'm gonna mute that. Okay, so this is on Matrix 3, and I've got FM Essentials, Yamaha's FM Essentials running through Perforator, running through Blackhole. So let's hear what just... So, FM Essentials is just doing this. Just a single note being played by Rosetta Cells. And I've got the rhythm is being created by Perforator. And I just kind of heard that repeating rhythm in the back as I was playing around with it. So then, this is it through Blackhole. And it just... the sense of space is immediate. And again, with the not getting in the way. And again, you see essentially the same setup here. The ribbon controller on the bottom can morph between settings. I'm not going to mess with it right now because I don't want to mess up what I've got the settings at. But you can set it the same way. You tap one side, it sets one end of the parameter. You tap the other side, it sets the other end of the parameter, and then it sweeps between the two. But again, this was also the default preset. I just turned it on, and it sounded amazing. I just went with it, okay? I mean, it's amazing how easy they make it. They do all the work for you. So, we had this going on. So the next thing I brought in was the bass. That's back on Matrix 1. So this is iSem. Now, let's mute those two. And so let's see what iSem's doing. So, this is just iSem by itself. Okay, I took the overdrive off, I took the chorus off, I took the delay off. It's just a dry signal coming out of the synth. No internal effects on the synth. It's running through Jack Stereo Tool plugin. So let's hear what that sounds like. So this just kind of widened the sound a little bit. That's a little more mono. And it adds a little girth to it. It's super, super subtle. But then, this is what I did with Eventide's MicroPitch. Now, MicroPitch is a bit of a harmonizer, but it's also kind of a delay, again, it's another specialty tool. It doesn't exactly fall into any specific bucket. It can be a chorus, it can be a delay, but it's sort of a combination of all those things. So I'm going to turn off this jack stereo too, so you only hear. So I've got it coming in late here. You can see that I'm delaying the reaction, so I just get the thickness from MicroPitch, and I'm getting the dry signal through the stereo tool. Again, MicroPitch, Eventide's MicroPitch is the same setup. It's got the ribbon controller on the bottom to be able to sweep through parameters. Okay, so you can go pretty mad with this whole thing, okay? And yeah, okay, so that was the bass. This thing sounds great. Okay, let's keep going. So what was next? Oh, so this is my lead. The lead was being played by Factory, being driven by Adam Piano Roll, going through Blackhole Reverb again, Eventide's Blackhole Reverb. A lot of people have done videos on Blackhole Reverb, and there's a reason why, because it sounds incredible. Oh, the tail on that is beautiful. And you know, this is one of those things where there isn't really a reason why it sounds good. It just does. Sometimes things just sound good and you can't really explain them, and a lot of people agree. And so far, all the reviewers that I've seen have all agreed, and just this thing sounds amazing. And again, it doesn't get in the way of what else is going on, which I really like. Okay, so that was the lead sound. Then I have some drums that are here on Matrix 3. I've got Beat Hawk running into Degrader, so Degrader's giving it the grit there, because otherwise this is just, it's just a detune, but I think it's a Lin drum, Lin LM1, a classic, right? But through Degrader, you get that grit. And then I ran it through Eventide's MicroPitch to give it a little bit of delay, a little bit of slapback, a little bit more dirt, and then I put that through Blackhole. Now, on this setting for Eventide's Blackhole, I actually went in and I dialed this in a little to get a little bit of a different sound. I wanted a little bit of a rhythmic play with the delay. I wanted to see if I could not slap delay on the drum, or I'm sorry, reverb on the drums and really have that just take off over the whole mix, but see if I could give it some sort of push and pull and make it do something different. Again, all of these are not traditional effects. So, you know, Eventide Blackhole, yes, it's a reverb, but it's intended to be a infinitely large reverb, you know, ridiculously large reverb. So I was trying to see what else you can do with it with the pre-delay and some of the other settings here. Okay, and then lastly, I just have Xeon Synth here. And because my DSP is running really high, I'm running at about 85%. You can see it just got red there, the 100, as I'm switching between matrices, because I'm running so much. I just have Xeon running straight through because I wanted to be able to solo over this whole thing. But this is the groove I've put together. And I'm really amazed at how I'm drenching everything in reverb and drenching everything in effects, and yet everything is still coming through nice and crisp and clear. And those reverbs, they wash together in a really nice way and just create this really great bigness. So thank you, Eventide, for thinking of me. These apps are truly wonderful. You know, with the logo down here, it says the H9 plugin series. This really makes me want to get my hands on one of those H9 pedals and put it through its paces with either my bass or my guitar, because the effects sound like this. Oh my god. I mean, I was honestly gobsmacked and shocked in all of those expletives here when I heard this for the first time. So, hey, I really hope you liked the video. Thank you, Eventide team, for thinking of me. This was wonderful. I'm having a great time playing with these. Please like the video if you like it and you want to see more. Please subscribe and comment down below, and all of the links to everything I have going on here, and especially these Eventide apps, will be down in the description below. Please go check them out. They're super duper worth it. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next time.